Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It's a beautiful Sunday morning here in Austin, Texas. This is day 1320 of the 3+ Minutes of Planks Challenge, and as always, I'm filled with gratitude. Thoughts on my mind this morning. Yesterday, I went to a men's gathering for my church, Gateway, and it was such an amazing experience. Initially, I was a bit nervous, even though I don't know what the nervousness came from. I knew a lot of the men there. But you always know that it's a moment where you're doing a lot of sharing and finding out things about each other. And I think sometimes us as men, we can get into these moments where things when you first start out, it gets awkward. I also enjoy that feeling because I also realize that there's so much that comes from it. Like there's so much openness. There's so much of letting go of the things that bother us. And a lot of times it feels, actually all the time for me, it feels like a safe space, even if it doesn't feel exactly when I'm going into the moment. I had a great speaker by the name of Robbie Embry, who's I believe a pastor at the University of Michigan. And just, I want to say sermon, but I think it was more than a sermon. It's just a great sermon where he just spoke into all of our hearts. Had a great time just being men, being boys, being men of Christ, men of faith, men of God. There was one example that Robbie did where he took one balloon and you could pop the balloon by itself, but then he took about 20 balloons and put them in a bag and then put a table on top of it and had 3 gentlemen just stand on it, and those balloons didn't break, and it was just a powerful thing to see. It reminded me that you can't do it alone. The things that we struggle with, the stresses that we have, the anxieties that we have, we can't do it alone. You can only do it with your community. And I can tell you, I've got a great community at Gateway. I decided to join a Restore class over at Gateway South, and hopefully when I can make my Restore class at Gateway North. I know I can't do it alone. And I'm grateful for those men at Gateway. Anyway, that's my thoughts for the day. As always, be blessed today and every day. Thank you for listening. Peace.